Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to another episode of Talks Today podcast show. I go by Norris. Today, we are here with our visitor, Mr. Kenny. Can you help us say hi to our viewer?
Hi everyone, it's actually nice to be here once again after a very long
Very long holiday.
Yes, sir.
Today, we'll be discussing about family-related topic, whereby it's concerning the matrimony, marriage, relationship, and also like something like that. Today, we'll be talking about the DNA. Yes, DNA, trendy issue in Nigeria society now. That's, should DNA be recommended in a matrimony? If there is test that should be recommended before getting married, should DNA also be recommended during the matrimony? So you hear it from me, you hear it from one of my visitors that I had here. Can you please help us enlighten us? Should we recommend DNA? What is your own view? Or we recommend DNA in Nigeria matrimony too?
All right, thanks once again, Riz. This topic is a very crucial topic. Once you go through the internet, you see a lot of things are going on regarding this DNA issue also. But I do tell people that I am not a relationship expert.
Sure, nobody is relationship expert.
Yes, but you know, when we talk about DNA issue in a marriage, should it be included in marriage? And it seems some things are not going on well. You know, a man cannot just wake up in a day, just take the children to the hospital to do a DNA test. It means that some things might have been going on.
Yes, sure.
You understand? So it is not just one day. The man will just wake up, oh, today I just feel like doing DNA on my children. No, it means some things should have been going on in that particular marriage before they come to the conclusion, or a man comes to the conclusion that he is going for a DNA test for his children. Or his supposed children. So there are a lot of things that we need to consider that instigates a man to go for a DNA test.
What are those things?
Good. You see, let's start with the man must have been noticing characters of, let's say, infidelity on the wife. No matter how little it is, suspicious of infidelity. Maybe the man starts suspecting the wife. Maybe she comes home very late. Maybe her sex life is not what it used to be, or one thing or the other. So that might prompt the man to like, wow, what is going on? Or the silly one, the silly one, the one I call the silly one is when the husband just wakes up one day and look at the children. These children even looks like this. The head of Junior, the head is not like my head. Take the head up. You understand? You understand? So this could be prevailing issues. Number one, the most important one is trust issues. If the husband start having trust issues with the wife, so that may be an instigating factor that will prompt the man that, oh, I need to do DNA for these children. Or maybe let's say one of the children falls ill and they needed blood donor.
Yes, sure.
You understand? And eventually when they got to the hospital, maybe the mother was not around. Maybe she's on a business trip, and as the father, you should be able to donate blood to.
Most of the time they donate blood
from the father. So and eventually they said it is not compatible. The man will look like it. Like, how is that possible? So series of occurrences, series of issues can instigate a man to want to go for a DNA test. Maybe they had a fight at home and the woman start, spilling a lot of beans. Maybe she's drunk, started saying a lot of things, and it's always glued.
That is serious on strange call.
Yeah, she's always glued on her phone, chatting with one person or the other, or when he left home. You know, a lot of things.
Okay, I understand. What are the things that you think can prompt a lady to be? You see, it can call the extra affairs.
Yes.
She does not belong to the
Yes.
to her husband.
It's an extramarital affair. Yeah.
What are the things that you think can prompt a lady to that extent that you think the boss is coming from her husband?
Yeah.
Because some ladies are trying to give some excuse with maybe Nigeria situation, Nigeria things they be so maybe you can't argue that they rape again. There's one issue that I think you occurred last year whereby they discovered that 4 children belong to
The man. A lot of them. That
you can't tell me that they rape before.
there was a particular one.
And better the fact that the father of the 4 child are even different.
Can you imagine? So the 4 of the children are different fathers.
Plus one father that doesn't even have any children. That is the husband.
So the main husband do not even have. it is as worse as that. There was one I saw last year. I wouldn't know what happened. The man took some people to the wife and asked them to ask the wife to tell them that the children, I think there were 3 children or two like that. Now she should tell them who the real father is. The woman was like, what are you saying? Now the man asked them that they should permit him to touch her with something. You know, these are local. So immediately the man touched the woman with something. She began to roll on the floor. Now, to cut a long story short, she spilled that it was the man's best friend. The man's best friend was the owner of the 2 or the 3 children. The best friend. So now back to your question is that what are the causes of this infidelity?
Yes, sure.
What can be the causative agent that will make a woman have child out of her wedlock? The husband will be thinking that he is the owner of the child, but alas, the children belong to someone else.
Now, the say make her retire for birth. Then person come retire, come reach 40 years, we come discover and say you never even start the
That is it. It's just so we should just pray that we should not be unfortunate in life.
Sure.
As a man, we see a woman doesn't have any genuine reason. There is no genuine reason. Now, some of them will give you reasons like, okay, my husband is not always around. He's a busy type. He goes from one place. I want to ask, the time he's around, do you not plan to have sex, to have baby whenever he's around? So now, let's say he's not he's not the type that is usually around. So why do you not just call him that, man, this thing cannot work on. You are not always around. Whenever you are around, when you have sex, it doesn't become, turn to pregnancy. So what should you do? Your normal moral value should be like, tell the man that let everybody go separate ways, because it is not working. You cannot bring yourself down to the extent that there is an adage in Yoruba that says that if lie goes for 20 years, the truth will definitely prevail one day.
Sure.
So now, one of those factors that enhance women to cheat to that extent in a relationship is, let's start from the scratch. Some of them are just after money. They got married to a guy that they don't even love. So that is why it's easy for them. An individual you don't love, you love him because of money, you married him because of his wealth. So it will be very easy for you to cheat on that person. You don't understand me. If it is somebody you love, you really have an affection for, there is no other thing that will pull you outside. But because you married him because he's rich, he's influential, he has the money, he can take care of you. You still keep one boyfriend somewhere outside and you still love very well. So it will be easy. So a lot of them do not really marry because of love. It is a trend these days. A lot of ladies will tell you that you just have one guy and impregnate me and let me just have children. But they just want to spread their tentacles, just enjoy the good things of life. So a lot of them are not really committed. They are not really planning to be committed to one man. I was having a conversation with a lady that was telling me that what did I want to use one man for? One man will not be able to bear my bonding.
What are bondings?
What are your bondings and one man cannot be able to bear? So she needs like 4 to 5 guys, and eventually, invariably, she's going to sleep with the 4 or 5 of them. He said, it comes with the package. What package?
But what package can it come?
So
That's
a young lady like that will eventually, get a very, very rich guy, and she was like, well, let me marry him for the money. And eventually, we know what the end is. Now, sometimes if some of them that claims to love the husband, but still fall into this kind of issue, you see that they give the excuse like, my husband is not always at home, and he's not always at home. Or I have not seen any one of them that comes out to say that my husband is impotent. Have you?
No.
I have not seen one. I have not come across one that said my husband is impotent. I have not come across one that said that my husband is a 1-minute man. If your husband is a 1-minute man, why not? There are cure for it. There are solutions for that.
Solution for that.
So it means that I think the root cause of all this problem is I don't know, most of them marry an individual who they do not love. I think it should be love. That should be the real problem that make you go into a marriage and still cheat on your husband to the extent of no. See, these things are different though. You can cheat on your husband, and maybe once he's not around, maybe he's not really good at bed, and you've tried every way possible. Yes, we've out of cases like that, but you still have a side guy outside that really pounds you very well. But not to the extent of you being pregnant for that guy outside and bring it to your matrimonial home.
I want to talk something based on that. You said not to the extent of you getting pregnant. I want to tell you that even when just one drop can turn to you pregnant, there's not extent to which you can have sex before you can touch it. Actually, you might be having it, maybe her husband is not around, but eventually when you say that you just give it another home.
It is
not to pregnant.
To me,
there's no one is going to bring this child back home.
To me, it is I think it is carelessness.
Carelessness.
Yes, carelessness may be one of the cause, because she had been doing it. Maybe once the husband is not at home, she go outside. Most of them eventually do not even know if it is her husband or not. They are so careless to that extent that once you're I'm sorry, when I was schooling, I was living in a particular house. Immediately my landlord goes out, travel to farm. Immediately he is going out like this. He took his bike, he's going out. In the next 10-15 minutes, another man will just come. The man will stay with the wife for almost a week till the husband comes back again. And if the husband is coming this morning, the man will leave last night. Like that. So now tell me, all through that time they had unprotected sex. You understand? And the husband comes and had sex with her. So eventually, peradventure, she got pregnant on the way. So how will she know that the pregnancy is for the husband or the man? So she tends to keep it. You understand? She tends to keep it, believing it maybe it is my husband. And alas, at the end of the day, if they will go for a DNA check,
that be another one.
It'll be another one. So to them, it is just carelessness. See, so some of these women, this attitude has eaten up into them. This promiscuous attitude has eaten deep into their body that they can just have sex with anybody.
They can't cope with a man.
They can't cope with a man. So if their husband, even some of them, their husband is even there, trying his best. But that doesn't mean if they see any guy outside and they won't be able to do it.
Okay. I have one question before we proceed to the one that you are discussing now. Is there any difference between a love and respect? Because you are saying that maybe anybody that cheats, any lady that cheats on her husband, definitely that's not enough love. But is there a possible whereby a lady can love her husband and still cheat?
If you love an individual, it means you're going to respect that person.
You love that to respect.
If you love comes with respect.
So any love without respect,
it is not love. Something is still missing. If you love somebody, you are going to respect that person. See, there are a whole lot of love. Some people will say, I love her. when you love her, you beat her, then you go and beg her again. That is infatuation.
I think that
It is not love. When you love somebody, you respect the decision, you respect the opinion, you respect the person of that person. You understand me?
I'm getting.
So when you love somebody, you respect it. You get married to a guy, you love him. I'm going to respect him. Now this thing I am about to do. What if it comes to light? Now you are going to put that man into shame. It means that he is not able to take care of his family, his wife. That is why the wife went outside. So you have to respect him. That man, if I'm doing this thing to him, no, it is wrong. The respect, it is not respect before love. It is love that brings the respect. It is love that brings the respect. Will make you in every way possible want to please that person, want to do things that will make that person not feel hurt. But you might respect an individual and not love him. There are some people that will respect them, will just like them. It doesn't mean they love them that much, because when it comes to some things, you might change it for them. You understand? I might respect this person as a person. I just respect him. He's a very cool guy. He's a very cool lady. I respect a person. He's very good at what she does, and that doesn't mean you love that person. But when you love somebody, the respect is going to come with love. When you truly love the person, so the respect will not make you do things that you know will hurt that person.
Okay. Well, what you just said like a few minutes ago, talking about distance marriage. I think something like the distance marriage, whereby the husband and the wife are not in the same location, maybe are not close. To be sincere, some lady use this as an excuse to have an extra affairs, extra marital affairs. But I see my husband is now just like what she just said that one landlord is marrying you.
Yes, now.
So, is there any way out the woman can solve that without cheating us? Because to Nigeria today, to be sincere, if you look at Lagos, if you want to put it to cost of study, there are about 40% of men in Lagos, their family did that, or maybe your all those neighboring states.
Yes.
They are the one maybe they don't send you money. And at the times, to be sincere to ourselves, money doesn't solve some things. Yeah, so money doesn't solve when it comes to intimacy. There are some people that their husband is abroad, and whereby their wife is here in Nigeria. Is there any way out that this can be solved?
Thank you.
Whereby the husband, no, at times you might be thinking of you, maybe the family wants to move the family closer to your side. But places like Lagos, it's not.
Yeah, sure.
You have to take a short plan. But within that time, is there a way out that you can suggest that the lady can do without divorcing after or cheating? Because those are the things that I think that create spaces when the lady seek for something and then that is not there. So there is no way the lady will not. And there are some spirits in lady that whoever that they see frequently are the one that will develop something to most of the time. Is there a way that you think that can prevent it?
All right, thank you for that. First, I will say something quickly.
Okay.
See, it is best for a man to always be with his family.
It is best for a man.
It is best for a man to always be with his family. The Yoruba says it is a house that open, that allows.
It is the word that
open. It is the word that open
that allows that to enter.
That is it. See, so sometimes we should not give space because of work. Because of want. It is good to us too. You understand? But we should not get. A lot of people will do it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and so on and so forth. You are called. See, there should be this companionship. The function of the wife is not for you to sleep with her alone. You come back from work, you are tired, you needed somebody to talk to. It is your wife. He comes back from shop, she comes back from work, she needed somebody to speak to. Discuss with. It is her husband. But now, if the gap, if both of them are not there, you look for alternative. In the long run, in the beginning, they might be living a solitary life. they will not want to, but as time goes on, we are human. We are always going to mix with other people. We are going to find substitution. It is from there that something we start creeping in. I've had this issue in my life. I was in Lagos. My wife is living somewhere. I was managing. I was really coping. I was really trying. From work to my room. I locked my door. From work, but sometimes I will hear knock her. Hello, brother. You don't come and charge in your house. That is how we start from. From there, you see one of those ladies that you like. You just get to talk. I like the way the girl talk, and before you know, something else will creep in. But when I saw that after a year, this thing is becoming, I had to leave my job at Lagos. Back to where my wife. I've been trying to bring my wife down to Lagos, but the cost of living there is just too very expensive for us.
It's not looking promising.
It's not looking promising. So I just had to go back and manage with my wife to bridge that. Like you said, money is not everything. But eventually, if I make that money and I do not have happiness in my home, so what is the essence of that money? The essence, a man is working. A man is working for his family, for his wife and his child. If there is anything, if somebody is telling you something else, it is wrong. A man is working for his wife and his child to give them a comfortable life. You were the one who called them to come and join you. They didn't beg you. So now leaving them and going somewhere very far, now using that as an excuse that I'm husband, you can do that for some time. Do all you can do for 6 months to bring them closer to you. So that will breach that gap. That is one. Then secondly, see, to those women who use that as an excuse, see, to cheat, promiscuity, all this idolatry, all this fornication and stuff, it is our personality. It deals with human personality. I have worked with friends that smokes, that does bad things, and I didn't join them. Real bad things. I did not join them because my personality does not
supported it.
That is it. But some women, you see, this act of going around, sleeping around, it has become their personality because of maybe the way they grew up. Some things, environment they grew up, some things might be wrong when they were young, especially the ladies. They've had series of boyfriends, and each and every one of those boyfriends has tried impressing them sexually, and before you know, they became insatiable with sex. So any small opportunity they will open up. So that is why I said it is what? It is personality.
See it as a way of solving some problems.
I have once dated some ladies in my life that for 6 years we were living in the same roof and we did not have any intimacy other than maybe kiss.
Touching.
We didn't have more than that, and whereby maybe kiss. That is the highest we have. And whereas I have had an intimacy with a lady that we met, the first day we met was the day we go down into business. So I'm talking about personality. Person will cheat, go cheat. Even though you back up, you dey go everywhere, you dey go together. Once you turn your face like this, you don't cheat. Why? It is our personality. So it is very, very hard to change. Go through any therapy, go through anything, it is very, very hard to change. Now there are some of them who contract all these sexual diseases, and still that should teach them a lesson, but it won't. They'll go back to it again.
Sure. Okay. I want to say something. Go back to our topic. Those people that fall into the victim of this, I don't know to call it that, I will say all their children don't belong to them.
Yeah.
They are actually playing some certain roles or certain things to be put into consideration before getting their path. Even they are married, they do the needful. In fact, it might not even be the money. The money might even be there, they are doing it, but they find out that their children doesn't belong to them. So my question now is that, should we be recommending DNA test immediately the wife give back to the child? Yes, they help me confirm her. We say they make noise for our family. This noise too loud. Help me confirm. Or not so.
Well, that might,
because if you look at one way or the other, if you say that you want to do test immediately, the wife born the children, you do like don't have the trust, and those people that have brought into victim, now trust lead them to that. Say, I do it now. I have to touch and I don't trust them. That don't do it. When you say come back from Peking, maybe you can't get all the Peking religion. You know what it costs to raise a family, even for a man to survive. Talk less of building family person. So, we Nigeria, we recommend that immediately a wife born a child, we be doing DNA test or not.
Let me ask you a question in return. Would that solve the case? Would that solve the problem? When the man recommends, okay, let's say we recommend that after a woman gives birth, go to bed. Now, we should go for a DNA to determine if the child belongs to the man or the other.
Yes.
Now, if we run the test, if the test is run, and we find out that the child does not belong to the man, so what is the next step? Is the man going to divorce the woman, or what is he going to do? Now,
And it's not about the woman.
I know you are talking about it is hard for a man to take care of himself. When you talk about taking care of someone else's child.
Sure.
Now, good. So what if we did that and we found out that it is not your son or your child? Now, what would be the next step for the man? It is either to divorce the lady. It is not even either.
It's divorce.
That is it.
That's
It is divorce. So now we will not start having divorce at another alarming rate again. You do not understand me. We will not start having divorce in I know where you're going. We start having divorce in another alarming rate again. But you see this thing, we were having a conversation in a WhatsApp group some times ago about marrying rights and stuff like that. You see, it is some years ago, in the early 90s, in the early 80s, in the early 70s, where our fathers and mother were, you notice that issues like these are not rampant. But these days we have the Gen Z generation. Like, a lot of things is wrong with this generation. We have a lot of people who are full of deceit. A young girl in the 80s, in the 70s, everybody in the area, in the community knows the girl. If she doing something wrong, everybody will join hands together to correct the child. But this time around, it is not like that. So everybody is living a fake life. You see somebody living a good life, a Christian life, a good Muslim life at home, and immediately he or she leaves the home, left the home, goes out, got admission to school, he becomes another thing entirely. So she will come back out, she will come home, a very good girl. Out, she's someone else.
Right.
Now, a lot of things is wrong with our community, with our environment, that is making getting married to a very good individual being difficult. That is why the religious community, but a lot of youth don't want to listen to religion these days. They will tell you religion is a scam. They will ask you to go and pray before you get married. You are not going to pray. It is not the kind of prayer that show me this person. When I got married to my wife, I didn't pray, but I was praying one prayer that God should give me the ability to withstand, to carry whatever that comes with it. You don't understand. I didn't go and pray on the mountain that God show me the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. I saw a woman I love. I lived with her for some time. I know that, okay, there are some of our characters that I can put up with. There are some that I cannot put up. I do not like, but I may be able to put up with it, thinking that maybe she will change. You understand my point? So we got married, but these days a lot of young guys got married to a very pretty lady. Oh man, this girl is bloated. She's sex. God created her on the first. God created her on the first day. Did you ask your father or your mother if they consider the same? Did they do the same thing?
That is my father.
Even some of them, they were given wife they did not know, and they ended up very well. But now people that will think we know. People will think we know. We've courted for some time, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Even some of them, they come with Lord of the Rings, giving a girl a ring for 6, 7 years, and still they didn't get married after like the 8 years. Meaning that I've known this guy, I've known this lady. We got married, and alas, that I seen a lot of things. Now we have failed in our quest in searching for a good partner. We are looking for the outward appearance these days. A lot of the young people today will not sit down and deliberately look at the fact that, okay, what did I like in this person? You have seen something you like in that person, a whole lot of them. It's not as if that person will not have his or her own shortcomings. If you are okay with the shortcomings and if you think it is manageable, if you think you can change her, fine. But a lot of them, a friend will introduce a girl to them. When they go to a party, they met a girl at the party. Quickly they exchange them, and before you know, they start chatting, going to your house and stuff like that. A girl you are dating that you have never you've never gone to her house and you met her cooking. I am not saying she cooked for you, because some of the Gen Z generation has in me, the guy have not mind I should cook for him. Am I your slave?
That's some orientation.
Yeah, that's some. Am I your slave? Cook for yourself. Invite him to come and eat. But she will always want you to take her out. So how would you know that she can cook? You can be able to boil water and give gari eba. She can even cook yam, cook normal rice. But once it comes to some delicacy, special delicacy, our local delicacy, traditional food, can she do it? Because she cook rice now, do stew, put egg. I will think she can cook. Fortunately, when you marry her, you ask her to prepare hamala for you with begiri, and even if she's telling you that she doesn't know how to make begiri, you get angry. Now at your place of work, there's a lady that do begiri and everything for you. Do one, she didn't buy it though. Now there's conflicts. You understand? So you know a lot of things about your partner. There is no how you pretend to a guy, to a lady. If you want to get married to somebody, there's no how that person pretends to you. You must be very careful in every character of that person. Don't just wave it. He did something today, you just wave it. A guy told you he doesn't drink. But one day you went to his house, you met him drunk. He said, I'm sorry, I just went to a party with my friend and they forced me to drink. Just wave it. I forgive you. Some weeks later, you met him again, drunk a little bit. You said, it is my friend, we just went out. I don't used to drink. I cannot even use my mind to go to where they drink. And God forbid, my friends, forgive me. Now, you started moving it. Before you know, you become part and parcel of it. You're like, that is him.
Get used to it.
You will get used to it. You think that it will change when you marry him. You think that he's not a drunk. He doesn't drink, it is his friend. When he got married, I will change it from that friend. Who told you? Now, when you marry him, you will now bring beer into your house. You'll be the one to buy it at the supermarket and stock it to the fridge. That is not changing. So you see, you are dating a lady that she's always with phone with her best friend, male. If she will receive the call, male. Whenever most of the calls she receive, male. Most of the calls she receive, male. You don't go an extra mile to investigate the person you are dating. It is a life contract. Somebody said that you are stalking me. Stalk her. If you need to stalk him, stalk him. If you need to stalk her, stalk her. It is not because of the fact that you are jealous of that person, but because you want to be sure of your future. It's not as if when you stalk, you now start, acting so weirdly because you stalk, you say some things. To that person, this is what I saw you doing. Are you changing or not? Even if you tell some of them, they will start pretending. But there is no how you pretend. There is no how you keep a smoke. It will still come out. So when you checkmate all of these characters before you get married, you will know when you are dating the girl, you will know that peradventure if I should date this man. When I'm not around for a long time. You had little issue with your girlfriend. Maybe a week or two passed, and the next thing you went to her house, you met the guy there. Not even a week, not even 2 weeks, a week, or a few days, you met the guy there, relaxing on her bed. When she came there, she said it's just an ordinary friend. But when you guys were good, things like that, you didn't see it. Shouldn't that tell you something? That should tell you something. But you just move it away that it's because she's angry with me. It's because you now beg her. He said, now she will not bring the guy. Now that you are good again, she will not bring the guy to the house. Immediately, paramedic, she will go to the guy's house. So a lot of issues like this, if we can't spell them out all. You are the one that will meet somebody and you start looking at the character that person has. Every little detail is matters in a relationship. People are not taking note again. We just want to have fun. Oh, I love her, but whenever I think of her, whenever I think of him, in my heart skip. That heart will stop one day. That is the truth of the matter. When you feel to do the normal time and the right thing, the heart that skips when you are dating him will one day stop. Because the headache, the heartache it will bring to you. Take note of every little details. I am not asking you to nag. Take note of every little details in your relationship. A lady that will always call you and ask you for money. A lady that will never call you and ask you that, how are you doing? How is work today? Are you feeling okay? But whenever she won't call you, won't be the one to always make the call. Whenever she will call you, she's going to demand for something or either accuse you of something. That should be things we should do. We should take it serious. To put into consideration before you get married, before you start giving yourself problem. You are dating a guy that is far from you, and every time he gives you an excuse of not calling. Every time you tell him that you are coming to visit him, or whenever you visit him on, and now he became angry. Why? So because of that, because of the fact that he's angry, you decide not to visit him unannounced again. So you have to call him that maybe I'll be coming to your house tomorrow. You thought you don't come tomorrow, I'm not at home. Come next tomorrow. So that's not, should that be an indicator that something is wrong?
That is wrong somewhere. Marriage
is a life contract. It is for life.
Yeah, well, I understand what you are saying. I agree with you. But I just want to believe that there's something that actually puts what you are saying into consideration and gets mad. I see eventually falls into dating. This thing doesn't work. So my question now is that should we just make it our tradition that whenever the wife we should ask one question that will that solve problem? I think one way or the other it will reduce it. Because maybe you are the kind of copycat. They see that one of their friends does something and then it goes. They might put it. Their nature is copycat. Most of the time they don't take engage, they think just straight line. So most of the time, this lady know that there are even some things ceremony that this girl are doing that this family, this ceremony, do their husband again is speaking. So they see that it goes, you do and it goes, somebody go and goes. Just you can put it into consideration and do it. So do we recommend here?
No.
You just cheat a baby. Should we recommend it or not?
No.
Because you should think, if you look at the grace or the issue that's going to cause immediately you ask for it, you should also to look at what is going to result to maybe 10 years later and find out that everything doesn't belong to you. So why do you want the match to ask for?
Well, to answer that, well, I think it will be a collective agreement between the man and the woman that after this baby, after you put to bed, you are going to go for DNA. Number one, you see, going for DNA or announcing it or making it now a law or something that you must do.
Or recommended.
A recommended step. It is going to bring a breach in trust of every relationship. So you didn't trust me. And you know, women are very, very emotional. Things that doesn't even make sense. We instigate them, we trigger them to do things, something even worse than that. So, but if you have an agreement, sir, when we get married, whenever you give birth, you are going to do DNA. It's not as if I don't trust you. But I've seen people that trusted their wife, and still issues like this. So please, I trust you, I love you. I do not love you or trust you, I won't be marrying you. But we are going to do DNA when you give birth. Immediately you give birth. And if the woman agrees to it, I think there won't be any problem because she knows what she's walking into. But it will now be different if your wife gave birth. You run the DNA. You can run it without a notice. So if you run it without a notice, good for you. But what about if you run it and she later find out that you've done something like that? Maybe one of these days she's cleaning the house and she saw the results. It's going to bring another trust issue. It's going to be another problem into the family. But for us to recommend it, it depends on the man. Every man listening to this, if you want to run DNA after birth of your child, you can do it discreetly.
The secret.
You can do it discreetly. You don't have to make noise about it.
Yeah,
and if peradventure you now find out that the child is not your own, but now look at it, the commotion is going to bring this woman you love very much. Now the child is not for you. Now, what is your next step? What is your next action? Are you going to tell her and divorce her? Or you're going to give her a second chance? And
no, I don't think there's any secret. There's any respect there. If the most respect that I think is supposed to occur in that marriage is when the lady make sure that the baby belongs to her husband. That is the highest level of respect. But so that is doing, it's not doing fad. There's nothing stopping the man to query regarding, because that is the highest of everything. If you don't allowing other person to have sex.
Even if you allow her and you say, okay, let me forgive you for this, the feeling will still be there.
It's still be there.
You will not forget. In fact, the next time you want to know who the father is.
No, you can't really. I don't think the man will allow the boy to bring home this. That's you have certain people want to collect that data. You make sure that son is not to attack. One of these days, it does look like
it's going to be a very, very difficult issue.
So, I marry this lady and open yash for another man to have sex.
It's very, very difficult. It's going to be a very, very difficult issue. See, my advice for people, see, because if we continue to long this issue, we will not live here. It is a very, very elaborate.
It's very long because
it is a very, very elaborate.
Lady started bringing some excuse that maybe that man.
There is no excuse on the table you will bring. There is no excuse as long as you are still under that man. If you know he's not doing well, you fail to do your assignment very well while you are dating and you know he's not doing well, why don't you go your own separate ways? And that should have solved it. Go your own separate way. Because some men are very violent. If peradventure I haven't heard of someone that poisoning the wife, the children, and himself.
Why?
Because when he went for the DNA, the 3 children were not his. He killed the whole family and killed himself. So you look at that. So to avoid issues like that, now you know that this guy has a lot of shortcomings, and you know you've made mistake. You've made mistake. One of your stupidest capades. You realize that you are pregnant, or you are not sure. See, this issue is just more than what we can comprehend. I'm telling you, because there is a whole lot of things that mixed with this thing. Your husband is a very good guy. You are having sex, you know, he's good at sex, blah blah blah. But your own personality as a lady, you meet one of your old boyfriend who you still love, who you like. It is not as if you guys had issues before you parted, maybe one thing or the other, and you are the soft type, and this particular guy knows your, G-spot. So maybe now you get to meet the guy, started chatting normal, started talking. When the devil want to help you, you and your husband had a little bit of misunderstanding, and you did not quickly quench the fire of that misunderstanding. Now you rely on that your best friend. You know, you had a plain heart. We were just discussing it. One of these days, okay, come on, you are not feeling okay. What is wrong with you? I had issue with my husband. Yeah, sorry. He went to his house, or you guys met in one. You understand? Something just happened between the both of you, and you are not sure. Maybe that night that you have sex with him, that day you have sex with that guy, you got home, the husband apologized, you finish it up and you have sex again. You are sensible as a woman. What should you do? If you've had sex with somebody you should not, and at that same time you had sex with your husband, and you are not sure if you are on a safe period or not, what should you do? Go and look for a way to what? Cleanse yourself. You get my point.
I get you.
So a way to clean yourself. And if peradventure you are the type of being in a family, being in a relationship, a marriage for 2-3 years, there is no child, you've gone everywhere, they said you are okay as a lady. and you try someone else outside and it becomes, you understand, my sister, the best thing you should do is just open up straight. It is difficult at that time, but it is still amendable. You will know your verdict, you will know where you understand. Now you can tell somebody closer to the man, this is what I did when I am pregnant. Oh, it means I am not the problem, you are the problem. Would I be going on my own? If you suffer at that time, but the long run you will still be okay. But now you went and have the first, the second, the third child with someone else, and your husband gets to know and kill the 3 children and left you alive. Children that you been pregnancy of 9 months, the stress, the sleepless night, and he killed the 3 children and he left you alive, didn't do anything to you. How would you feel? So a lot of issues, a lot of things can cause it.
I had a point that he just killed all the children and the wife.
He killed the wife, he killed the children.
He beheaded the wife.
Yes. So now look at it. What you've been keeping, what you've been, one day the devil will make it come to light.
And I know one thing that made that happen, but it's not easy to, it's not available.
3 children.
Yeah, 3 children. Because if you look at man, men brought to 15 now. There are some things that man can do in his 20s, in his 30s.
Yes.
That he cannot try for 50. In fact, if you look at the organization that can accommodate 50 years, man, and they think that you cannot, this one is too good. Many of friend graduates of 20
years, I can still understand. Yes,
and I said this one traveling now. So it's difficult for a man at the age of 50 to start a career or to accommodate job.
Or maybe the man was looking at the expenses for the 3 children.
Now,
what he has.
That's what I'm saying. It's not something a man can start or give the another try at the age of 50. That 50 is supposed to be retire. Don't need to say start that. Sure. Discover and say all the children
are not easy. Are not easy. It is going to be very difficult. It is going to be very difficult. Now let the women, let them put themselves in the shoes of the man. Let them put themselves in the shoes of the man. And if the husband did the same thing to them, how will they feel?
It's a great thing to be sincere. It's a great thing. Because if any man does question,
if you have your husband and you are sleeping around and you wouldn't know, even some of them now, right now, some that might even be fortunate to watch this video. Even some of them did not even know if their children is that of their husband or not. Even some of them are so dumb to that extent they don't know.
How do they know when they are having multiple parts?
That is it. They don't know. Once the husband leave home, the brother in the next room will come and start servicing them.
I don't know what's wrong with marriage and happiness. You see, the fact that I want to definitely a little bit from this topic. The fact that we have think our culture is now old things to be considered is giving me something that I don't understand. It just making me very, very, very sad. Because where is the shame? Where is the respect? I grew up in just that. You as a married woman, how you allow somebody to see your back? Have
you heard of the slogan? I cannot shame the shameless.
And that one the trade now.
And that's the slogan. I cannot shame the shameless.
I don't hear
now. Look at it. You're talking about how can you allow a man to see your nakedness that is not your husband?
Yeah.
Are they not walking naked these days? So tell me an individual walking naked all around these days. Are you telling me that kind of person will care if any person see her nakedness? Some of them will wear shorts without pants. Some of them will wear, whatever they wear without bra, with their big breasts or small breasts, their nipple pointing out, leave their own, go and buy something in the next streets, almost naked, and a man will be seen all through that. So tell me, where is the shame there? So the trend of things, world is opening, things are changing. Our mother will wear the robe, but they will still tie wrapper, tie everything, cover everything. The glory of God will still radiate in their life. But these days, if you are not naked, people will not see you. You will see a very dark lady, very dark lady, very fine dark lady moving with some. Before you know, she gonna become whites to attract people.
To attract men.
So see that kind of individual. So what do you expect? So the shame is on the community is not. I mean, now look at the issue of Bobrisky that just went out. See, gay people are now coming out more and more and more and more and more daily. I used to have a friend then when I was working in a place that was suspecting his ID because the way he looks at me, the way he comment like touch me and stuff like that. There is no more shame. There is no more. It's not as if they are not gay people in the 70s, in the 60s. They are, but they are hidden. But this time around, they will tell you there's freedom of everything. They dress anyhow, they tell you it is freedom. They talk anyhow, they tell you it is freedom. They do anything, they tell you it is freedom. The law is not even on their side most times now. What are we talking about? I mean, we have a lot of problems in our hand if we cannot. I mean, we've lost a lot of our traditional value. We've lost a lot of our values, both
Due to
men. Civilization, both men. Gone are those days that you will write later, you will toast a girl for 8 months, 6 months, 1 year. She will tell you, let me go and be thinking
about it.
Even while thinking it, she don't already bring you. But she will tell you that these days, you don't even need to toast a girl for a day. She will be the one to come and she will use her body.
So far you have what it takes for her to say yes.
So it is finished.
It's finished.
The girl that tells you then that she wants to think about it for 6 months, she wants to know that, she wants to be very sure if you
That's what you are saying.
But these days, there's nobody writing letter again. When was the last time you saw somebody write letter? Nobody's to phone. Everything is even there was a time that we had this book of text message, love text message. If you remember, where is that book these days? There's nothing like that. Just pick your phone now. Hello, what's up now? It is me you met at the party the other day. How you doing? Can we hang out? That's just the word. Let's hang out now. That's where it starts. Oh my, the guy can spend. The guy has money.
And what about
the boy is using iPhone 12, iPhone 13.
What about marriage is that? I think some media are not respecting their marriage. They don't feel that thing as a bondage or something like that.
Should I shock you?
Yeah.
How will you respect your marriage when you don't respect yourself? Hello? When you do not respect yourself, how are you going to respect something you are committed to? You are supposed to be committed to. You don't have value for yourself again. There is no value for yourself. You bring yourself so cheap. How do you expect? How are you expected to respect the marriage? You're not respecting yourself now. You don't have self-respect again. You don't have self-respect again. Their head is full of money, flashy things, and this and that. One of them will tell you they have respect. It's good to have respect. You can't be ugly and married to an ugly lady. You're going to give birth to Draculas. So I understand. You can't be short and get married to a short guy. Then definitely your children may not be. You understand. But now saying that they must be tall, dark, handsome, works in a bank, has a lot of money, be able to take care of me, buy me this, buy me that. Where is your own self-respect? What is your own attribute? Some will tell you that you must be able to buy me this, buy me that. They have not bought something for themselves once in their life. Every money they use in buying clothes, they collected it from one guy or the other. They have not worked, used their own money.
It's true, we should be asking some big love. Have you ever bought something?
Is it a crime for you to buy something for a guy? It's not a crime.
Those are the things that my husband cannot buy me this. There's some people use it as an excuse to have
my husband, you understand that some men in marriages, it is a two-way thing. I am not only speaking to the ladies alone.
Yeah.
It is a two-way thing. Some men are just irresponsible. Some are also very responsible. They will rather use their money to drink, to party around with their friends than to take care of their family. So thereby pushing their wife outside.
Sure. I've come across something.
Yes, some of them will go home very drunk. The wife will ask for the school fee. I've seen a man that works very well, but the woman was the one paying the school fee, the house rent,
With the
necessity at home. Whenever she, talks or have an argument, is going to beat her and stuff like that. Some men are irresponsible. So maybe that might be one of the factor that pushes some of these women outside. But if you still have self-value, self-respect, to not push you out to the extent that
I think it's something that can just call the family member and maybe
even if you
separate way.
even call the family member and they are still saying that their son is not doing anything wrong, fine, carry your children. At least you've been the one doing it for so long. Carry your children and run for your life, because one of these days is going to kill you.
Yeah, there's no way out in toxic that just
Cannot be in a toxic relationship or a marriage and believe that one day it is going to be well. It is going to be well.
That is sin. So it's not, it can't change.
It is your problem. It is your mistake. You've made a mistake to marry that person. And when you notice that the first year, the second year, abuse from slap, not slap, to big slap, to now removing belts, breaking bottles, and you are still in that marriage. Some of them will say, because of my children, they will kill you for those children. The children will end up hating their father, or the father might even poison their mind, telling them that it is a lie, that it was an accident, that you were the bad person. You will just die. Just die like that.
At that side of the story, no evidence.
That's the end of the story. So it is better when you are in a toxic relationship, you make the mistake of marrying that person. The next available option is just take your children and leave.
You don't need to cheat, because cheating is another even hard.
Even while cheating, even how are you sure that the person you are cheating on will not have the same
issue with you?
How are you sure? It's giving you money now, it's doing you well now because you are not fully with him.
Yeah, sure.
Move away from that person and move with him, and you will see another terrible attitude he has. That is the problem. You see another terrible attitude. So these things there are two way things. It works in the two ways. We blame the men, but who I blame most, it is the women. You cannot blame yourself so low. People know that this is your husband and you irresponsibly, stupidly got pregnant for someone outside. Some of them, it is their friend, their ex-boyfriend. They are gifted men, they are mechanics. Somebody that their husband is even better than. And this husband is showing you love. He is trying his best. And you now give one stupid excuse, he's always traveling. You know he's always traveling. Whenever he's going on the street, carry your bag, go with him. Or go there and visit him. If you should spend 1 month there, go there and visit him. If he has the money, do trips, save money, go there and visit him and stay with him for 1 week, come back home. When you miss him again, go and stay with him for another 1 week, come back home. Oh, the children, don't you have parents? See, you can walk around the solution. I'm just saying, you can walk around the solution.
The reason you are
so you cannot just use one excuse to just belittle yourself, bring yourself down, thinking you are smart. It's going to backfire.
Thank you very much, Harvey, on this. Really appreciate what you have dropped for us, 1 or 2 ideas to share. And I think people that are watching us also have 1 or 2 things they have to say about this. It's the trending things. It's not limited to Nigeria. There's one player like this that played for Chelsea. I think I forget. It's a foreign player. The fact that the 2 children left, he's playing midfield. It's something. He's Vieira or something like that. So just about percent. So it's happening overseas also. Everywhere in the country now, like people are not respecting marriage anymore. So drop your opinion. Should we recommend DNA? If that's a test like a genotype, like a HIV or AIDS that's being recommended before you get along with a partner that you want to marry her or him, if that is being recommended before marriage, should DNA test be recommended in the marriage also? Drop your opinion under the comment section. We'll see you next time on our Talk Steady podcast show. Past it remain the race. Bye for now.